Lyra spoke first, her voice ice-cold in a way Tom had never heard before. Field Agent Lyra reporting. Human subject has responded as predicted. Emotional bonding accelerating rapidly. Subject exhibits high attachment levels and clear biochemical markers of romantic infatuation. Tom's stomach plummeted. Subject, infatuation. Report. The holographic figure nodded slowly, gravely approving. Outstanding. The Council of Scientific Inquiry foresaw this timeline. Your integration with the human is within parameters. Have you gathered enough emotional data? Lyra's tone detached. Clinical sliced through Tom like a razor. Affirmative. Subject's emotional vulnerability is fully exposed. Extraction can commence immediately. Extraction. Tom's breath hitched. Lyra pressed on. Human designation Tom Weaver. Psychological profile matches initial scan. Grief-stricken. Isolated. No social ties. Perfect for rapid bonding. Displays overt signs of attachment and dependency. Tom stumbled back, his boots snapping a dry branch by the door with a sharp crack. The hologram's head whipped toward the sound. Lyra froze. Slowly, agonizingly, she turned. Their eyes locked across the barn. Her luminous skin faded, flickering like a failing star. And for a split second, just a flash regret etched her features. But the hologram barked first. Is that the subject he cannot interfere? Protocol demands, if a human discovers the research, transform or terminate to prevent cultural contamination. Tom's blood turned to ice. Terminate. Lyra surged forward, shielding him from the hologram's view. Director. She snapped in her alien tongue before the translator kicked in. I'll handle this. Ensure it. The director retorted. Return with the specimen before the next lunar cycle. The hologram sputtered wildly and vanished, drowning the barn in eerie blue shadows. Tom and Lyra stood frozen, the ship's hum casting wavering distortions on the walls. Tom's voice shattered the silence, low and fractured. A subject, that's all I am to you. Lyra flinched, not from fear, but something deeper she fought to bury. Tom, I can explain. Explain. His hands shook violently. Explain that everything, every moment we shared was just an experiment. Lyra advanced, but he recoiled. Her glow dimmed further. Tom, please. I arrived as a researcher. My mission study human emotional growth, focusing on attachment and love. You were chosen for your isolation and quick bonding potential. That was the objective. Tom felt his world shatter. So I was picked because I'm broken. Lyra's voice softened. Cracking. At first. Yes. At first. Tom whispered. Raw and ragged. What about after? Lyra shut her eyes, and when they opened, silver tears shimmered at the edges, cascading down her cheeks like molten stardust. After, everything shifted. It wasn't supposed to. My species doesn't feel like humans do. We observe emotions as data abstract, scientific oddities. But you rewired my neural pathways. Her tears blazed brighter. I violated protocol. I tainted the study. I changed myself. Tom's throat constricted. The betrayal stabbed deep, so none of it was real. Lyra closed the gap, her hand hovering as if afraid to touch. It was all real to me. She whispered fiercely. But I didn't know what real meant until you. Tom swallowed hard. You called me a specimen. Because they were listening. She begged. Tom, everything to the director was scripted. But with you, what I felt came from a part of me that shouldn't exist. Her breath hitched, uneven for the first time. Tom, I didn't know emotions could hurt this much. Tom's voice trembled. Welcome to being human. Lyra bowed her head, her turquoise hair drifting like a luminous veil. I'm sorry, she murmured. So profoundly sorry. But sorry wasn't enough. Not when his fragile trust, rebuilt after years of loss, lay in ruins. Tom turned away, eyes burning. Lyra reached out, fingers trembling inches from him, unsure if she had the right anymore. Tom, she said softly, urgently. They're coming for me soon, and they'll demand I deliver you. He stiffened. Deliver me, if you resist, Lyra whispered, voice breaking. They'll deem you a threat. They'll force transformation, or erase you. The room spun. So my options become your lab rat, or die. Lyra's tears ignited the floor like silver fire. No, she choked out. There's one more, but it's brutal. Tom whirled back. Lyra drew a ragged breath. Run. The word exploded in the air. A desperate command that thundered through Tom's skull. He stared at her. The barn's faint light dancing shadows across her pulsing skin, deep indigo and erratic gold, mirroring her newfound emotional chaos. Run. It carried the weight of his entire life, the quiet farm, memories in every groaning floorboard, wheat fields that had watched his solitude, and now, this alien intruder who'd ignited hope, only to expose it as a cruel setup. Yet, in her golden green eyes, swirling like distant galaxies, he saw not the detached agent, but the Lyra who'd gasped at a simple daisy, kissed him under the stars with searing passion. Run where? Tom demanded, voice gravelly with cosmic dread. This is Kansas. America. You think we can just drive off in my truck? Your kind's from the stars, they'll hunt us down. Also, Lyra's hair floated on an unseen current as she silenced her glowing wrist device. Not if we act now. My ship's almost fixed, thanks to you. We'll evade them at first, then hide. Earth's got spots where Nixian scanners falter crowded cities, magnetic storms, underground layers. But we go before the retrieval team hits. I stalled the signal, but time's running out. Tom's mind raced like a fugitive in an old Western flick outlaws galloping across plains. Lawmen closing in. But this was real interstellar tyrants eyeing him for some twisted repopulation plot. It churned his gut, plucked from Earth to seed an alien world. He flashed back to Sarah and Emma, gone in that rain-slicked crash 5 years ago. He'd sealed his heart, sworn off closeness. Lyra had cracked it open, or so he'd believed. Now, betrayal fueled a fierce survival fire. Why risk helping me escape? He snarled, stepping closer, boots crunching hay. If I'm just data, why not turn me in? Lyra's skin flared violet, a radiant blush amplified by her alien form. Because you taught me to care. Tom, Nixians are immortal shells, logic without soul. Your stories, your touch, your laugh, they ignited me. I won't let them steal your essence. Morph you into a hybrid drone for our fading race. That's not love. That's violation. Love. The word slammed into him like a locomotive. Had she whispered it before? Under those stars. Now it rang true. Raw. Tom's walls cracked. Outside. Wind howled a warning. A distant roar building not the ships, but something massive descending from the sky. They're here. Lyra hissed, eyes widening in terror. Minutes left. Adrenaline flooded Tom. He snatched a toolbox, wrenches, wires, flashlight, and slung his hunting rifle from the wall. All right, But no more lies my rules too. They bolted to the ship, Lyra's fingers blurring over the hull to pop the hatch. The teardrop craft roared awake, its organic veins throbbing to her command. Tom strapped into the co-pilot seat, the interior morphing around him like a living grip. Holograms igniting with cryptic symbols he'd half learned during repairs. "Buckle up," Lyra commanded, fear sharpening her voice. The barn doors exploded outward as the ship surged up, wheat flattening in a vortex. 3 fiery streaks plunged from the cloud's Nixian pods, lethal and fluid like mercury predators. Beams scorched the earth where they'd stood seconds ago. "Hang on," Lyra screamed, thrusting the craft skyward with bone-jarring force. The farm vanished below. A moonlit quilt, the pods pursued, gaining relentlessly. "Can we shake them?" Tom yelled over blaring alarms. Lyra veered wildly, evading a beam that shredded a cloud. "Not here, we need orbit, then warp." Tom spotted his rigged override, a human hack on alien tech. "Boost shields, I'll take the turret." His jury-rigged laser spat disrupted energy. Nailing the lead pod, it spiraled down in a blazing inferno. "Bullseye!" Lyra gasped, awe cutting through panic. But the survivors hammered closer. Graze's sparking hull alerts. The ship bucked. Systems failing. "A breach," Lyra shouted. "Ceiling, but we can't hold." They punched through atmosphere, stars erupting into view. Earth, a fragile blue arc. Pods followed, undaunted. Lyra slammed the jump drive. Space twisted in a blinding tunnel. They burst out light years away. Nebula mists swallowing them. Pursuers vanished, gasping. Tom unbuckled, facing Lyra. "Where to now?" Her glow softened, relief flickering, a neutral haven. "But Tom, thank you for trusting me." He nodded, sting of betrayal easing in survival's rush. Drifting in the void, he knew this was only the start, a Kansas farmer turned galactic outlaw, battling for freedom, and maybe, impossibly, love. In the nebula's swirling grip, the ship bobbed like debris in a storm. Hull battered but defiant, Tom glared out the viewport. Purple gold clouds twisting like Sarah's old sunset canvases, stunning, remote, deadly. Adrenaline crash left him raw, questions erupting like a geyser. "Spill it all," he growled, Midwestern grit slicing the hum. "No more games. What's this repopulation scam? Why me?" Lyra tweaked controls, her floating hair calming as gravity locked in. She met his gaze, eyes churning colors like a storm. "Nixia's ancient. Tom, we conquered death, neural immortality, engineered bodies forever. But we purged emotions to end wars, and lost our fire. No births. Stagnation grips us. The Council hunts primitives, sorry. Your word with raw emotional strength. Extract essence. Fuse DNA. Breed hybrids to feel. Create. Revive us. You were orbital scanned. Your loneliness made you prime, no mess in snatching." Tom slumped back, mind-reeling, twisted sci-fi nightmare. But the ship's pulse made it real. "So I'm breeding stock for your cosmic zoo pump out a new race." Lyra's skin blazed violet. "Not your way," genetic merge mind uploaded. "Body twisted, coerced, wrong." "You showed me that." He massaged his temples. "Now we're fugitives. Swell. This outpost, Eridani hub." She shot back. "The black market rock. Crawling with exiles from countless worlds. Defector Nixians like me. Smugglers. Guns for hire. Fix up. Rally forces. Strike back." Ship days blurred Earth cycles for Tom's sanity. Lyra drilled him nav. Weapons, Nixian basics, her melodic voice guiding. He countered with human flare country tunes from his uploaded drive, replicator apple pie, one night, over synth steak and spuds. Tom caught her intense stare. What? Your unbreakable spirit, she murmured. Humans bend, never snap. It's intoxicating. Hands brushed, heat igniting. And they kissed not gentle, but fierce, forged in fire. Her skin synced to his pulse, a glowing orchestra. The outpost hulked into view, a spiked asteroid riddled with bays. Alien neon hawking fuel to taboo gear, docking amid chaos bloated haulers, razor fighters, even a pulsing tentacle ship stepping out. Tom plunged into a mad bazaar, scaly traders haggling gems, vapor beings flashing lights, cyber brutes flexing mods. Lyra guided through throngs, her device masking them. Stick tight, she hissed. Enemies everywhere. They linked with Kairos, a scarred Nixian defector, glow erratic, eyes laser keen. Lyra the rogue agent, and this, the human trophy. Kairos's translator rumbled like gravel. Tom bristled. Tom Weaver, nobody's trophy. Kairos's laugh cracked like ice. Gutsy, perfect. Council's offering fortunes for you. But we rebels loathe them. Repairs free if you aid a raid. Deal sealed. They immersed in hub life. Tom's farm smarts, fixed engines and arms. Winning nods from Zara. A four-armed bug mech swapping battle yarns over Nebula brew. Lyra schemed, snagging council intel in tight quarters. Their bond ignited Lyra's laughs at his quips, tears at his grief. Your pain echoes in me, she confessed. Bodies locked, her light bathing their frenzy. But darkness struck. Scouts warned of fleets massing. A spy sparked market mayhem beams zapping. Tom blasting with plasma, his rifle aim dropping foes like hay bales. They fled, Kairos bleeding. Take the core, he gasped. Expose their horrors. Crystal core in hand, throbbing with pilfered secrets they warped out. Hunted again, wormhole leaps dodged ambushes. Tom's hacks shining asteroid lures, radio jams on comms, surfacing in twin suns. They crashed on a crystal jungle world, towering shards humming Lyra's tales. Amid glowing plants, Tom bared his soul. I love you, Lyra. Despite the lies, she radiated star bright. And I you? But war rages on. Alarms screamed Council inbound their fight, stealing for blood. Crystal forests exploded under orbital fire as Council armadas descended, beams gouging hellish wounds in the terrain. Tom and Lyra dashed through shards. Data core gripped like a bomb in Lyra's fist. Ship now, she roared, skin erupting protective flares, batting away a blast. Tom returned fire. Plasma rifle thundering, shredding a drone inches from them. They vaulted aboard. Hatch slamming as armored enforcers swarmed the glade. The craft rocketed up, dodging exploding limbs. Jump jammed, Lyra yelled, hands flying, a break atmo fast. Tom's heart hammered like a piston. Blasts shook them, panels sparking. They reroute, I'll suppress turret roaring. He crippled a chaser. They shattered free, stars blazing. But the fleet loomed colossal cruisers vomiting fighters. Oh, no outrunning that. Tom snarled. Lyra's eyes flashed. We transmit. Core uploaded to galactic feeds. Blasting Council sins kidnaps, labs, forced breeding, fringe worlds erupted in revolt. Allies surging. But the noose tightened, desperate. They plunged into a star's inferno. Shields screaming, ambushing survivors on exit. Skirmishes blazed Lyra's razor piloting. Tom's guerrilla traps flipping battles. Legends spread the human rebel and traitor lover, resistance icons. Aid flooded hub fleets, turncoats, kindred races fired by Tom's defiance. In Nixia's orbital showdown, Tom stormed a flagship, brawling enforcers hand to claw, rifle dry, fists flying. He breached the bridge, facing the director incarnate, towering, arrogant. "You're a glitch." The director sneered. "Emotions weaken you." Tom smirked through blood. "They forge us unbreakable." Lyra hacked in, core overloading. The ship detonated. Director's wail lost in flames as they fled. Nixia quaked uprisings toppling tyrants. Emotions reborn voluntarily, but triumph bled Lyra hit in the frenzy, her light ebbing. "Home," she gasped. "Take me." They warped to Earth, soft landing in Kansas gold, under hometown stars. She faded. "You gifted me humanity, Tom." Tears streamed as her essence fused into him, veins glowing, senses sharpened. Reformed Nixia sued for peace, forging bonds. Tom bridged realms, birthing willing hybrids. His farm bloomed with star tech. Luminous kids romping through daisies. In the wind, he heard Lyra's whisper, eternal, unbreakable.